So let me just go ahead and make it, real quick, right quick. So for those who are watching, I want you to be able to take from this video, very touching to my heart. Because I felt like at first I let other people down. But let me just say, like, reason why I say because I had to figure out what was good for me. Being in high school, I transitioned from Charles Drew, North Clayton, and Riverdale. Riverdale is where my situation occurred, in which it was like me being new, coming in from another school, already had a target on my back. And my parents felt some type of way because when we walked in, what they said was, we're gonna keep an eye out on you because we feel like, being that you came from Drew and Drew already have a bad reputation, we gonna keep an eye out on you because we don't tolerate that in our school. So me being me, I'm like, what did I do? Like, I didn't even do nothing. You prejudging me as soon as I walk in. So that was strike number one. Number two came in when I go into my first class. And I was there at Riverdale for about a good month. A good month go by. These teachers are still calling me new boy. Like, hey new boy, come sit over here. Hey new boy, come sit over there. Like, y'all not trying to get to know me at all. And that's the issue that I had with teachers and, Riverdale High School period. Because how can you tell me that you want me to respect y'all, but y'all can disrespect me? You feel them? Like that, I felt like that wasn't right. Then on top of that, when the situation of me getting out of high school occurred, it was very, crazy because I felt like I was left out. I felt like I was let down by the school system. Reason why I say is because when I got into that situation in which what happened was this girl, I'm not gonna say her name, this girl, she sat up there and she went out and told her brother that I put my hands on. I don't even know the girl at all. Like I said, I was pretty much still new to the school. Nobody knew my name at all. So I'm like, why do you feel like, I'm confused. Why do you feel like I hit your sister? I don't know your sister. I'm telling you that I don't know your sister. I'm telling you I didn't put my hands on her. But yet you continue to believe in what she say. But I'm finna tell you what really went down. So we get out to the bus lane and all I see is, a dude come up out of nowhere pulling up his pants like he ready to fight. Now, must I remind you when I say I had a target on my back? If I would have made any kind of move, I would have been out of that school, and I had no choice but to be in that school, period. Because of the rezoning process that Clayton County was going through at the time. For that to happen, I felt some type of way. You come up to me, I'm still telling you I don't want to fight you. I don't know your sister. You telling me, oh, what's good? You gotta fight me, bro. You hit my sister. If you truly felt like I put my hands on your sister, then why would you just come up there and just hit me? Like, if someone put their hands on my little sister, and I know how my little sister is, then I'm not gonna do no talking. I'm just go up there and swing on them. Like, truth be told. So I felt like you knew in the back of your head that your sister was lying about something. So that was another reason why I didn't want to fight. Because I'm like, bruh, I already know I can get you. I know I can get you. For real, for real. But I already know if I get you down, bruh, I'm going to have to fight everybody that's here pretty much. That's right behind you. So when I got ready to get on the bus, I sit down in my seat. I look away, and all I hear is beating on my window. I'm like, what the hell is that? So I look to the left of me, and I'm like, oh, okay. All these, it was about 11 of them, beating on my window, trying to get me off the bus. So I got upset. That's when I got fed up. Like, now I feel like y'all really trying to play me like I'm a punk or something. And me, I'm not gonna back down from nobody. So win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna get mines in regardless. So I got ready to get off the bus. Bus driver seen what was going on. I started taking off my stuff, headed towards the front. Bus driver closed the door and said, "Sit back down." I'm like, but you see what's going on. She said, "I know, sit back down. You finna get ready to go home." We get ready, she dropped me off at home. Me, I'm ready to go back up to the school. So I called my mama. I'm like, "Mom, like, these people, they trying to jump me." So my mama, she like, who, what, when, where, why, for what? You know what I'm saying? Then she called my uncle. My uncle, he's the type of uncle that know everybody. Know everybody. Then I'm like, Mom, like, God, why? Like, why? So after that, that's when, you know, she made the decision of going and pull me out of school. And I'm like, as sad as I was, I didn't want to disappoint my grandmother. Because my grandmother, she wanted to see me walk across the stage. My grandmother wanted to see me go to prom. My grandmother wanted to see me, you know, participate in all the high school activities. My mother, she ended up getting her GED as well. So she understood how it felt, because my mother got pregnant with me at a very young age. So she understood how it felt. And I really salute her to that. She went some type of alternative school. So once she said that, I felt some type of way about that. Soon as she said that, the SRO, the school resource officer, called our phone. Like, "Oh, we heard what was going on. Is he okay? We can go in and refer him to Perry." Perry Learning Academy is an alternative school for disciplined children. Not no alternative school for people who've been through things and trying to, you know, get away from the high school. So I'm like, nah, I'm not finna do that. So my grandma, she was like, "Well, you gotta do something. You gotta do something." So me, I was really ready to go back to school. I'm like, can I go back? Can I go to Drew? Like, I'm finna have my car. I'm gonna get my license. Can I just please go back to Drew High School? I was on the football team up there and everything. Like, everything was sweet there. I'm like, can I please go back to Drew High School? She wanted me to go, but my mama, she was like, nah, like, because we gotta take you every morning. Then you not zoned for that school. Then must I remind you, if a school find out that you're not, that your address is not in that zone, they could drop a report and send it to Board of Education and have the resource officers get in contact with you to make your child go to the school that your child is zoned for. That's at that time. Now this time is totally different. So I'm like, God, like, I can't do nothing now. So my mother, they ended up making a decision. I was out of school for a good month after that. And the school resource officer called us back and said, "Oh, I was just checking in on them." Really? Like, so that let me know y'all wasn't caring, because we wanted them to pull videotape and everything so they can see what went down. Because they was not trying to suspend nobody. They was really focused on getting me out their school, to be honest. That's how I felt. So then I felt like they wasn't trying to suspend nobody. The school resource officer was like, "Oh, we gonna go ahead, we gonna go ahead and pull videotape, and we gonna contact you tomorrow." Never did. Never pulled no type of videotape, none of that. Never talked to the teachers, none of that. So, like I said, a whole month go by, and school resource officer reached back out to us, and he was pretty much like, "Oh, is he okay?" We was just doing a follow-up. So my mama, she was like, "So did y'all ever pull video footage?" "Nah, we didn't get to it." So we like really, so my mama, she felt like Clayton County from that point forward really failed her child. So she was like, "You know what? Just forget it." So she came to me and she talked to me. She was like, "Look, we finna move." I'm like, "Where?" Now, oh my God, we finna move down there. And she was like, yeah. I said, that's kind of far. I look it up. It's an hour and 20-something minutes away from where we was. I'm like, look, but I seen the house we was finna move into now. That spoke different stories. So I'm like, oh my God, this is nice. Set up there. We came down here, we moved or whatever. And the transition, it was pretty much like a fresh start. That's what we was working on. Now, at the time, my stepfather, he wanted me to go into school down here. But I would have to repeat the 10th grade, and I didn't want to do that. So, I went ahead and I transitioned into GED class at West Georgia Tech. And that's when I was like, this is finna be a breeze through. I already know half of the stuff they working on. So this finna be a breeze through. Going in, I was by myself. Like, I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was just there to do my stuff and get on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. So, I was there just, focus on me. Then I tell y'all.
Don't be mean.
One of our teachers said, all right, we got a group project. So I'm gonna need everybody to partner up with somebody. So me, I always sat in the back. And being that I was from Atlanta, yeah, I'm an Atlantean. I don't care what nobody say. Being that I was from Atlanta, we all know Riverdale, not Atlanta, but I was from I was from the other part. Anyways, being that I was a kid from Atlanta, a lot of people, they looked at me down here as, I'm not gonna say no troublemaker, but they was like, oh, we pretty much know what you about, so we gon' let you be on that. So I'm like, cool, no problem. Even though I put on the persona of me being mean, I didn't mean to. It was just me going through what I went through in high school. I didn't have time to, just meet new people, and I just want to be. So, we get in the group project. We partnered up with 2. And one of our teachers said, hey, you gonna sit by this girl. Y'all gonna partner up, y'all gonna do the work. So I'm like, oh Lord, Jesus, I know she didn't. Like, oh my God, man. Like,
Don't do that.
So, hold on, who did this?
You did disrespect.
Anyway, I was like, oh God, oh Lord. So, we go ahead, I go over there and I sit. And it was fun. It was fun. I got to laughing, she was laughing. Our personalities actually matched at that point. So I'm like, okay, it wasn't that bad. So then, cause we had older people that was there too. So I'm like, I'm kind of scared in a way, because I don't know if I say something, it may come off offensive to them. But in my defense, it's like, oh, I'm giving you a compliment type thing. So I'm like, nah, I'm not going. So from that point forward, people seeing how, I was in GED class. They seen how motivated I was. They seen how, intelligent I was. They seen how determined I was, how ambitious I was. It was crazy. It was crazy, but I enjoyed every bit of it. And I salute to the teachers that had me and my friend back the whole time we was there. For real, y'all are the real MVP. And the whole time we was there, we enjoyed every bit of it. Especially me. Coming to school early in the morning, leaving out to go do what I need to do. And, coming back and, wrapping everything up and leaving to go home. Oh, it was sweet. It was sweet. And when it was time to take our test, I got kind of sad because I'm like, oh God, this is the end right here. But y'all know how it's that one test y'all can't pass. Y'all pass every bit of it.
They know I'm
But
talking about
it's one test y'all can't pass. But I'm finna tell y'all what happened. I took this test 3 times. I think it was 3 times. I think it was 2 times. And I think I passed my 3rd time.
It was 3.
But it was the social studies part of the test. So I'm finna tell y'all how this played out. I get in there, and I'm like, okay, the first time, I felt it. You got it next time. Must I remind you, these tests cost. So I'm like, So I said, second time, I said, okay, I'm going to get it next time. Second time, I felt it again. I said, you know what? I was scared to tell my parents that I failed the test because this is money that's coming out of their pocket. So this is what I did. My cousins, they was running a trucking company. Well, they still is. So they had a contract with Ready Ice. So my very first job, pretty much, was out there on a truck delivering ice with them. And I was just, delivering ice to each store, making my little money that way. And that's how I would pay for my test. So I'm like, all right, 3rd time I'm going to get it. So I went to church that Sunday. I said, I need to go to church before I take this test. I went to church, and this pastor, he got up there and he preached, man. He said, y'all got bridges that's supposed to be burnt, but y'all still holding on to them. Y'all trying to accomplish stuff that y'all trying to accomplish, but yet y'all still holding on to other stuff. That's the reason why y'all can't get to past the others. I'm like, oh God, this man talking to me. I felt like he was prophesying over me. For real, for real. So, at that point, I knew if once I go back, I'm going to pass the test. Then I had a dream about it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to pass the test. So I went to sleep, went home, went to sleep, went back. I said, yeah, I'm ready to take my test. I took the test, and I think we had to wait a day after, to get our scores back.
No.
It was the same day. And I went down the hall, and I was so freaking nervous. And the teacher, I'm going to tell you how she played this out. She looked at me, and she didn't smile. And I was about to cry. I was like, man, don't do it, don't do it. And she said, you passed. I said, you lying to me. So y'all know how the old folks be. They be like, shut your mouth and keep on talking. So I was like, you lying to me. She's like, oh yeah, you passed. I'm like, oh snap. So what I really wanted to do was jump up and down, but I had to keep it professional. So I'm like, hey, lick. So must I remind y'all, Yasmin, my friend, she long gone. She out of there. She out of there. I'm like, oh man, so it's just me. So go in, did what I had to do. I was out of there, and it was a little. It was
like in a couple days within each other that we got out.
Right, and afterwards, it was it was a struggle afterwards, but I got through it, and I'm very successful in life.
You did.
I'm very successful in life. One of these girls just talking about some you did. If y'all need a car, and soon if y'all need a house, y'all can come holler at me.
I'll put your information down there.
And yeah. So, like I said, for those who will be watching this video is to let y'all know that, other people went through this as well. Y'all not the only one. Never give up. Never give up. I'm 20, about to be 21. So that's pretty much my life. And I really want y'all to, take from it and live y'all life and still don't give up. And remember to trust in God because God made a way. Experience, He made a way for me. I bet He can do it for you too. Amen. Amen. Alright, y'all. Peace out. If y'all want me on some more videos, just comment heat at the bottom. And tell her to leave my Instagram in the description. Make sure y'all thumbs up. The more thumbs up over dislikes that she get, I'll come back.
we'll see about it. Bye, y'all.